Hello, this is James Hopp from Shopsmith Repair Woodworking Academy, and I want to welcome you to my channel. We're going to give you an update or some additional information about a video we did about 5 years ago. It's video number 2 about the 2-bearing idler shaft. And in that video we gave you reasons why the Shopsmith idler shafts were superior to aftermarket ones. Well, I'm going to give you additional information on why it'll be more cost effective to use the new 2-bearing idler shaft than to get a single bearing idler shaft. Alright, so if you haven't seen that video, here's a link to it right here, and you'll want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. We're going to be doing some more videos this year, and hopefully we can keep you informed. Okay, so this is the 2-bearing idler shaft for the conventional machine. I want to introduce a new idler shaft. This is for the PowerPro, and as you can see, they both have 2 bearings. Another advantage that we have is that you can remove the bearings and replace them when they go bad, which is a very big cost saving because bearings are a lot less expensive than the entire idler shaft. On the original design, the single bearing idler shaft here, they go out pretty frequently, and as we have experienced in our repairs of machines. They get a knock inside, they have some vibration, and we have to replace them. You see that if you try to press this off, most times you're going to damage this bearing. And that's what we wanted to cover in a demo to show you how to take the bearings off. We're going to have to remove both bearings, but you have to take a great deal of care in that you have to get the center race. Now let me show you the center race here. The center race is that one right there, or up here it's this one up here. This is the outer race, and this is the outer race on this bearing. So you have to get the hold of that center race, or if you push on the outer race, it'll destroy your bearing. Let's talk about replacing the bearings. I'm going to use this bearing puller, and you can see it's tapered, so I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to get this bearing in there. Alright, now that we have this bearing puller in place, I want you to notice that we're taking the lower bearing off here, the one that's close to the idler shaft, the long part, and the flat part is against the bearing and against the race. You'll see on the other side, let me turn it around, that you have the inner race right there, if you can see it. Can you see the inner race there? Alright, that is what you want to press off, and you won't destroy the bearing. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to press that bearing off. So walk with me over here, and you can see my 10-ton press here. I'm going to take this item to the 10-ton press, and you see I have to get in there, line it up underneath, and we're going to take it off. So there you go. That's the first bearing off. And the way I did it, I didn't damage this bearing. And for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to show you taking this second bearing off. I'm just going to show you how to put this bearing back on. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to put this one back on. And I have a hole in my bench. and I take your fan sheave. This is a floating fan, no, the floating sheave of your headstock. I put it over the hole, I set the bearing on it, and I put this down in. And that way it lines up the bearing correctly. Now I can tap it back in. As you can see, that bearing has been put back on correctly. It didn't get damaged. We can rotate it easily. It's perfect. Okay, so if you're comfortable doing this, by all means go right ahead. The bearing that you're going to need is a 6903 2RS. So you get your 6903 and you can put them on here. That's sealed both sides. I don't recommend shielded bearings, but I always recommend sealed both sides. So that rubber shield, you're going to keep the dust out of your bearing. All right, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it, by all means send them in. We'll repair it for you and send it back out. Thank you again for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, then click like below and subscribe to this channel. We'll have some more updates later this year, and we want to thank you. So if we can help in any way, please contact us at shopsmithrepair.com or go to my website, read the information there, watch videos. All right, thank you.